think side chicks make marriages last?
Of course they do.
What do they specially do?
We're going to use Lagos as a case study. And then from my own personal experience, you and your husband, you live in VGC. And I live where I live. Chevron, Ekota Villa. Now, he's been on that traffic from VI, wherever his office is. Boom. If he's driving, even worse. He has a driver. Hallelujah. At least he's not stressing so much. He drives and gets to Chevron and gets to me. And I'm by the door to open the door for him. He comes inside. I hug him. I give him a peck. Depends on how he made me feel the previous day.
Woo! Okay, one thing I love about female podcasts, they love to tell stories. They tell great stories. And they tell them in great detail, man. Wow. So, my friends, today we're going to talk about side chicks and the rise of the alternative woman in men's life. And my friend, we're going to Africa. The Honest Bunch podcast, Wazobia, Nedu Wazobia, is where I got this video on Facebook. And I wanted to use this podcast to demonstrate two things. Number one, why we're going to see a lot more of these women coming up as women get more desperate for men and the type of men that they want are decreasing.
Don't kill me, but as I've got older, I realized it's better to be the side chick. Like, I personally have to be with an honest man. Yes, he lies to her, but he don't lie to me. I can't be with no liar.
And as more and more men walk away from the dating market, the rise of women who don't get a man is going to increase. Okay? And the second thing I want to demonstrate is how these female podcasts really conduct a lot of their messages. And it doesn't matter whether they're in the West or whether they're in African nations. It's the same. The same. Women are telling on themselves like you wouldn't believe, my friends. Okay, so hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And book a session with the older man if you need any help at all. So let's continue the story. As the man walks in the door, let's see what happens after that.
So he comes inside and I'm asking him, hey, baby, how are you? How was work? Did your day go okay? While I'm doing that, I'm taking off his shoes. You know, like he's seated. I'm taking off his shoes. If he's wearing socks, obviously, I'm taking it off and then giving him a little foot massage while pep talking him about how his day went. And I'm attentive to listen to him vent about what happened in the office and what didn't happen. And after that, and you know, in all of these conversations, I probably would have moved from his legs and I'm sitting on him. This the wife won't do at home in most cases, but she doesn't have time. Me, I have the whole day. I have the whole time in the world because that is how he sees me every time he comes. So he's used to that pamper that he probably doesn't get at home. So I'm sitting on his laps. He's grabbing my butt or he's seeing my butt. My nipples are all over his face. Available for him to touch, right? And I'm smelling good. Do you understand me?
All right. So she is making herself available sexually to her man. And this is the thing that you ladies have to understand, that whenever you have a husband and you start to make this part of your relationship disappear, you are opening yourself up to the side chick, the other woman, because a man needs that. This is what men should get from his woman on a continuous basis. Listen, it don't have to be this severe, but there should be some level of affection whenever the man enters the house.
I'm the side chick. Of course I'm your wife's homegirl.
I'm the side chick. Of course I know all y'all problems.
I'm the side chick. Of course I picked out your birthday, anniversary, Valentine's, and Christmas gift.
I'm the side chick. Of course I had an abortion to save your marriage.
I'm the side chick. Of course that's me that you taste when you kiss him.
I'm the side chick. Of course I'm finer than your wife.
Whenever me or my wife enters the house and we've been away for a while, the first thing we do is we go to each other, regardless of what each other's doing, and we give each other a kiss and say, hey, everything good? You okay? As brief as it is, it's an interaction. If I have had a hard day, just touching her, rubbing her back, grabbing the booty, giving her a hug, she gives me a hug. She knows when I need it. and we're good. And she takes that stress away from me. And listen, that's the least that we do whenever we leaving each other. There's a kiss. I'll see you later. Whether she's going to the gym, whether she going to take the girls off to school or some sporting activity, there is this disconnect affection. And then when she's back, there is a reconnect affection. I would strongly encourage you, my friends, to keep that habit up if you are in a relationship. Please put that into your relationship. It's vital. I call it the affection connection. I always tell my kids we should always tell each other bye and I love you before you leave, when we're leaving each other. Just in case there's an accident that occurred, at least you know your last words were kind to the person that you loved. That was the last words that you had with them before you disconnected. One of my daughters do it. The other one, she's not that affectionate. I'm not going to tell you which one is which. I'm not going to call them out. All I'm saying is this is what you'll get. You might get it, you might not. But even so, I say it. I make sure that I tell them, love you, daddy. The other one is, okay, bye. That's what I get. But the point is that you have to keep giving the effort, man. As long as they know, as long as your wife knows and your kids knows that this affection is part of who we are as a family. Okay? All right. Back to the side chick stories.
So he likes what he's seeing. He likes the full attention that I'm giving to him, undivided. For that 45 minutes or 30 minutes that he's spending with me, he is my priority. He is number one. I'm not, even if I'm leaving him, it's probably to go get him a glass of juice. If he drinks whiskey, a glass of whiskey, or maybe get his food or whatever that is in the house available. But the point is, there is a relationship that is very intense in a very short period of time. It could be 30 minutes that he spends with me. But that 30 minutes, I'm not leaving him alone. In that 30 minutes, I'm all over his business. In that 30 minutes, I'm making my demands. He's making his. Everybody is collecting whatever they want to collect from each other. And what is he getting? Attention, sex, romance. That's it. That's all the married man wants from the woman outside anyways.
So how does that keep his marriage at home?
Good. So when he leaves me, he spends 45 minutes with me, he's calm. He's relaxed. Whatever heat is at home, he can deal with it calmly. He can deal with it way better than if he just drove from the office in that traffic and he goes home straight. He'll be angry, he'll be agitated, he'll be like, you know what, I just want to go upstairs and rest. But when he has spent that quality time with me, whatever madam is saying at home is fine. Whatever I'm doing with somebody's husband, I know that it is temporary. My feelings are in check.
This sort of peace and calm is what's missing in the marriage, in the relationship that is supposed to provide that in the first place. She's covering that part that the man should go home and get. That's what men sign up for when it comes to relationships. But today's modern women don't give that to men anymore. It might be in the first 6 months of a relationship, but as the long term progress, that woman becomes a nag, a burden, just aggressive.
All right, y'all, I just want to get on here and tell y'all a few reasons why I feel like it would be beneficial to have a side chick in your relationship. Number one, I think...
I'm going to shut up right now.
What?
Why is it beneficial for you to have a side chick in your relationship?
I just think is...
Actually, shut up. Money.
Like, there might be some needs.
Every single day, you get on Keith Lee's internet and you spit out some stupidity. Because I'm telling you right now, if you ever think that you can be in this marriage with me and have a side chick, who do you think that I am? What kind of marriage do you think that you in? Do I look stupid? I'm sorry, this ain't one of those he know where home is type of marriages. Because I'm telling you, your doors will be locked and you will not be able to get back in this home. Do you understand me?
But I'm going to make sure y'all cool first.
I promise you, Mondarius, the day you step out is your last day on earth.
No, it's not me stepping out.
No. Ain't no side chick. Ain't no side chick. Ain't no side chick.
You know about it.
Ain't no side. Who knows about it? Who knows about it? Who?
Nobody.
Who?
No.
Who?
No.
Tell me, because it ain't Haley.
I'm just
Tell
saying.
me.
Sometimes, like when you.
Sometimes
like,
when I would.
when it might be your time of the month, it might not be hers. Or when
Mondays, I'm telling you right now today. I promise you.
Okay. Oh.
Listen to me. You are not in one of those marriages. I promise you that. Okay? I'm gonna tell you really quickly. If you ever decide to step out on me, I promise you, I'm gonna take everything you have and you will be 6 feet under. Don't play with me.
Okay.
All of the characteristics that men are getting now out of long-term relationships, most of them are not pleasant. Not pleasant at all. Gosh, I had one Zoom call this morning that I could not recommend anything else except, brother, you need to get out. You need a divorce. Physical abuse from the woman. He got 2 kids. He's paying for a house that he can't even live in. That wife of 8 years do not listen or follow any of his commands, even though he made her stay home without working. They even had a maid for a while, for Christ's sake. So she gets to stay home, live the soft life, but she can't even give him the minimum amount of respect. Think about that shit. Do you think it started like that? No, it didn't. Sex is non-existent. And now because he travels a lot, even when he comes back to the home, it has reached to the point now where he don't even stay at his own house. He stays in a hotel next to the house so that he could see his kid, but he cannot trust her enough or find her pleasant enough for him to actually go into the own house that he's paying for. Think about that shit. Oh, so they don't have a marriage at 54 years old. What do I recommend? For him to stay in this marriage for another 10, 15 years with this woman bleeding him dry, living a life off of his money that he's not even getting to enjoy? No. So the side chick, she has become popular and necessary for men like this who don't get any peace at home, because the side chick gives him the peace that he should be getting from home. Let me know if you see a problem with that, ladies. If you cannot provide the simplest and most basic service that you're supposed to be providing for a husband or a long-term boyfriend, and he's getting it somewhere else, why are you going to complain? Now, reverse that. Imagine if he wasn't paying any bills or he wasn't giving you any sex at home, etc. Just reverse it. What would you do? What would you do, ladies? I can tell you without a doubt, you would have a side B. You would be getting some side D for sure. For sure. There would be somebody else tearing up that panani. If your husband can't do his duty, you'd be getting it somewhere else. So understand that that's the same thing the husband is doing. When you become unbearable in your home, that man, if he has resources, he's going to spend it on getting what he requires. Because these side chicks are not cheap.
There are boundaries. You can't call them at a certain time. When they leave you, they block your number. So you text them anything after the time that you guys are spending, the message bounces back. And they are conscious enough to remember to unblock you the next day when they leave the house. On a decrease, you know what I mean, decrease. That wife that they come and post today, oh, my wife is, they probably not even spoke that night before.
Period.
Yes, now. It's just fulfilling your obligation as a husband. And
you go post your wife on social media and 12 the quarter.
2 weeks they never talk. 6 months they have not had sex. So and they are just doing a married. It's just role responsibilities that you're fulfilling as a partner to this person. Then we that is outside, we make your life a lot easier. You come, we rub your head, we pull your shoe, we massage your feet. You know, there's some men that don't drink at home, but they drink outside. There's some men that don't smoke at home. They smoke outside. I can make you smoke. It's my bad trait, but you would do it because you want to be with me. A lot of people that are single cannot provide like people that are married.
I disagree with what she just said. She said, married people can't provide what single people can provide. And that's bullshit. No, affection does not require a lot of time. It doesn't. We just have to stop being selfish and stop taking our partners for granted. Know our duties to our partners. Know what our partners require in a relationship. If a man comes home and he's tired and the woman is tired, both have to realize that, okay, we're both tired. What do we prefer when we're both tired? To separate and relax from each other in separate rooms? together in the living room on the couch as long as we can see each other? Or do we like to touch each other and get energy from each other? Those are usually the three ways people prefer to relax, right? Separate rooms, apart, together, but apart, in the same room so that we can see each other and know that and feel each other presence, or cuddle or touching each other. Some days my wife and I sit on a long couch. We have one of those couches, I don't know what you call them, but they're long enough where it's an L-shaped couch. She sits on one, I sit on, and both of our feet touch together, and we touch each other's feet, and we do some aimless scrolling sometimes because we're finished. We're tired. We want to connect, but we just want to relax in ourselves as well. So there's always that light connection. We want to share some joke with each other. We show each other the phone, or we send it to each other. We both laugh at the same jokes. We don't really have anything serious to talk about, but our presence is good enough. She likes to read. Sometimes she just want to sit over in a corner, look out the window and read sometimes. Me, I'm always watching a video, looking for more content. So we get our relaxation in different fashions. But if I have something that I want to just quickly say to her, she's right there. I hope you guys can visualize or see this. I'm hoping that you guys can experience it.
If David comes for me today, nobody's going to know about it. I chop clean my mouth. Nobody even knows. Because I'm sure there are people that he is having things to do with that not even on the media. Shama is the woman at home. I am the other woman. Always will be. Because I'm not sure I want to be the woman at home. Then my husband goes out and falls in love with another woman and comes back home to pretend that he's still in love with me.
But you want to be the other woman that the husband leaves the woman at home.
Oh yeah,
to go and
you
fall
know
in
why
love
that
with.
woman enjoys the more? Because she doesn't expect so much from him. She's hardly disappointed. Because she knows that he's not mine anyways. Before she got in to be the other woman, she knew there was somebody.
You see, that is just a poor excuse for a woman who cannot lock down a man full time. Because usually that man don't have her on the death certificate, don't have her on the will, don't have her on the house if he dies. If he passes or anything happens, she's not getting the major part of his estate. She get the crumbs. And then she said she don't want a man who loves another woman and then comes home just to stay with me. Men usually don't fall in love with their side chicks. They love their wives. The side chick is just an addition from the things that his wife no longer provides. That doesn't mean he don't love his wife. I've known many, many, many successful men with side chicks. But in reality, they're glorified prostitutes. That's it. It's just one step up from being a prostitute. He's exchanging finances for affection. That's the pure definition of a prostitute. But she don't get anything else under those rules.
About to get some D.
Hey, baby, what's going on?
Hey, baby, what's up?
Man, I'm so happy. I broke up with her.
Yay! Congratulations!
So I could be with you.
You? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, that's a new girl name? That sounds exotic. She must be a Kardashian.
I'm talking about being with you.
Oh, me? Oh, no. Oh, no, shorty, I can't do that. Yeah, I'm just a side chick. That's it. That's where it begins and that's where it ends. That's it. Side chick. I'm cool with that title.
So what you saying?
I'm saying that I can't be available to you emotionally, spiritually, or physically all of the time. That's a lot of commitment. And I don't like to commit. I just like to side commit. You get it? Side chick, side commit.
So you saying I broke up with her for nothing?
I think you need to get back with your girl. You know, usually on a breakup, you got 24 hours, 48 hours, you know.
So what should I do?
You got your phone in your hand. Go ahead and call her and apologize. Get back over there. And then call me back in about 2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days?
Yeah. Yeah, like every 2 or 3 days.
So that's how it's gonna be?
Alright.
Alright. Side chick.
Bye. Why do you do this every single time? Stop being so good! Damn. Always messing up a good thing.
Hello, babe. Can I come back?
I have seen women who have stayed side chicks for decades. The other woman is a major part of every society. Every society. Some of these women have even born children for some of these men. And the wife either knows or she doesn't know about it. But in reality, this phenomenon is going to escalate more and more as the world gets tougher and tougher and women get more desperate for men, and she won't settle for an average guy. She's going to settle for a successful man who's willing to take care of the majority of her bills, and she will just focus on him. This is nothing new in the world. But I just like to hear when women explain it in great detail so that we understand, gentlemen, how to navigate this reality of life. And for you ladies to understand, if you want that position, it's open for you, but there is a price to pay for it.
At this point, this is what I'm looking for. And I can easily and comfortably get that thing that I'm looking for from a married guy that I know I am not interested in getting married to. And he also knows that his feelings for me are temporary. If he falls in love and decides he wants to get married to me, that's on him. If I like him too much, I will marry him.
Do you think humans have the capability of loving two people at the same time?
You can love as many people as you want to love.
This is true. This idea that, you can only love one person at the same time is another romantic, stupid notion. Because love comes in different forms. I love my car. I love my wife. I love my daughters. I love many, many things, right? But there are different types of love. We have this universal word called love, but I've explained this in another video a long time ago, the different types of loves you can have. So a man falls in love, and I do it in quotes, sexually with his side piece. She brings him a level of peace and tranquility that his wife no longer brings him. But his wife brings him a sense of security. It's the mother of his kids, etc., that the side chick cannot offer. And in turn, he loves them separately and differently. And men can compartmentalize these two different loves. He loves the punani over here. He loves the woman over here. If you want to break it up like that. But the reality of it is, this is the way it is. And if he loses one, either one, the pain is going to be severe. But if he loses the wife, he's not only losing the woman, he's losing access to his kids, and he's losing a tremendous amount of finance. That's more painful than losing the side chick, which is just punani. That's all.
So for me, I can decide I want to love you because of how you make me feel in a certain way. Okay? You touch me right, you kiss me right, I can love you for that. Then I can love somebody else that gives me money because he gives me money.
I look at people as experiences. Like, this person is an experience, that person is another whole other experience. The way this person might care about you, the way this person might maybe pick up the phone to call you in the morning, that other person might not do that. His own way might be texting you. His own way might be sending you breakfast. Like, people are different experiences.
Love languages.
Do you understand? So it is very possible for you to be like, I love this person for all these things, and I also love this other person for all these things as well.
What you are describing to me doesn't mean love. Love has to be the appreciation of value. The thing about emotion and feelings is it possible for me to feel a certain kind of way with two people?
Yes.
Emphatically, yes. I can feel a certain kind of way with 70 people because it's emotions. Emotions don't have intelligence. That's why there's EQ, there's IQ. If you want to love now brings intentionality into the play. This guy makes me feel this way. Do I want to love this person? Nobody they love passively, but you can feel passively. If somebody buys you stuff regularly, you don't know when you catch yourself, start saying, is that feeling stuff for the guy? It's passive. But love, guys, be active. I decide to love you. So can you actively decide I want to love you, and you?
Yes,
There's a fundamental problem with you. That's what the point is.
No, not necessarily.
Because it's mutually...
Why can't you see intrinsic value in more than one
can
person?
do that.
Why can't...
This young man is definitely blind to females and how they define the word love. A woman will only love you for what you can provide to her, whether it's money, time, attention, D, big D, amazing sex, etc. The point is, there has to be something that she finds attractive in you where she's getting rewarded. It's as simple as that. He obviously thinks that this is something magical. And all the women are saying, yes, we can love you if you give us shit. Wake up, young man, wake up.
Somebody see intrinsic value in multiple people.
Why? Because number one, all right, now that gets to my point. For me to effectively love you, I must want what is best for you. All right? I must desire what is good for you. All right? So if I'm in a relationship with you and I desire what is great for you, I don't want to hurt you. So how can I be in a relationship with 7 other people?
Are you saying that 90% of women that leave their husbands because their husbands are cheating end up with married men?
Yes. Cap. It's not cap, babe. If a woman leaves her husband, 80% of the time, she immediately does not want to get married again.
Okay.
She might want to get married later.
Okay.
But instantly,
no.
As she's living, she wants to explore. And the only person she can explore with is with another married man.
That's not true,
No, that is the
There
truth.
is so
All right, they get into another discussion there. I don't want to sidetrack from this one simple point that we're talking about, which is the side chick. The side chick serves a vital purpose in the world of men. And the reality of it is very basic, very simple. If the wife stopped providing what's important to her husband, which is affection, physical touch, agreeableness, and a softness, which are all the hallmarks of being feminine and more than likely what attracted him to her in the first place, once she gives that up, once she stops providing that, and the man now feels trapped and frustrated, balls not being drained on a regular basis, frustration builds, and he needs to produce and perform at a peak in the workplace and in life. He will replace those things that the wife is not providing at home from a side chick. And the side chick, she knows that there are men out there that don't get that at home, and she's willing to step in and fulfill those roles if she's being rewarded generously.
Behind every long-lasting marriage was a side chick or mistress keeping it together. Okay, a lot of y'all that's been in these 10-year, 15-year, 20-plus year marriages, you should be congratulating your marriage lasting so long, and you should be giving accolades to the side chick and the mistress because she's the reason why these marriages are lasting so long. I'm just going to fucking say the quiet part out loud because the thing about it is that men are not going to put themselves in a predicament where they are 1000% suffering and they don't use anything to take the edge off.
It's a simple equation, my friends. Okay, this is going to be a short one today, my friends, but the lesson is there. Learn it well. So remember, hit that like button on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Book a session if you need any help, my friends. Okay, so until tomorrow, remember, whenever in doubt, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.